non-financial ramifications of the harvest camp and how you would handle the situation.
Oh, that's a handful. Financially, I haven't seen a whole lot of financial benefit to Iron County whatsoever from the harvest camp. I mean, I'm sure there is some. Repeat the question, Ms. Club. There's a lot there.
I'll shorten it up. Please discuss your view of the ramifications, which could be financial or non-financial, of the harvest camp and how you would handle the situation.
Well, I do know that the county has tried to work with them. I know that from at different committees, and and a lot of this goes on in. That's a very tender subject, but I'm not in favor of letting somebody go into our forest and just do what they want to do. It's not fair to other people, and I know that it's part of their treaty rights, but at the same token, we all are taxpayers, and so there's reasons why this is being done in the way that it is. The county has things to lose, or a lot of money to lose if we don't handle this. And like I can't really expound on that a whole lot more. It's I certainly wish that it didn't come to the decision we had to make last Thursday, but that's the way that the cards are there, and so that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, my thoughts are that when the permit was issued, it should have been a time limit, not just issuing a permit with extending it till who knows when. And I don't know if we can blame anybody, but things like that happen, and we got to work with it now.
It's been an interesting issue. I think it's a power play by the natives to extend their treaty rights. They do have camping, exclusive camping on national forests, not on county or state forests. And I think the county was put between a rock and a hard spot. You had to enforce your county forest land agreements. You could not take treaty rights away. We tried to do all the negotiating we could. The negotiations broke down. In the end, I feel that what we're doing is what we have to do. We have to maintain our Wisconsin County Forest Association accreditation, and that means we have to file or follow our 15-year plan. Do I wish it never happened? Yes. Do they have the right to tap trees and harvest all the other things they want? Certainly they do. I don't understand why they can't go home at night, why they have to have a permanent campsite. Take it down after 14 days, move to a different spot, and everything will be in compliance.
That's really a tough issue. I'm not aware of what the reasoning behind the decision last Thursday was. It was done in closed session. So it's one of those issues that's not real clear. I know that it's very complicated. Treaties are the premier law of the land. They supersede all federal, state, and local laws. I'm not sure what the financial outcome for the county will be. I'm pretty sure that I'm hopeful that it will occur peacefully. I believe that the action of the tribes will be immediately to file for an injunction in federal court. Who's going to pay for the case? I have no idea. Again, because that's not been made public by the county board at this time.
far as negotiating with the tribe, we had several small meetings. Chair of the Forestry Committee, myself, the chair of the county board, our attorney, the two people that represent the forest harvest camp, their chairman, Mick Isham, their attorney. We had 3 or 4 meetings and they were all going in the right direction. It was down to a point where we were going to leave them, after 14 days they were supposed to leave, we were going to even let them leave their tents there. Just leave for a day and come back. And then they walked out of our negotiations and hadn't come back. We started out, but they never actually had a permit for this harvest camp. They applied for a permit. We were told we couldn't issue it because we were in violation of our 15-year plan, so we were going with a large group gathering permit. And that was what we were working on at the time, and it never came to it. It fell apart. That's it.
The last meeting I was at, it was about evicting them. I couldn't understand how that come about to where they had allowed them there for so long, and then all of a sudden, I, as an anti-mine candidate, thought right away that PTAC had everything to do behind it. Maybe I'm not sure. The only thing is that I'm concerned about is any repercussion that the neighbors may have as far as federal court or whatever. I believe it cost us plenty in the long run, and the last time we went to court with the Indians. I just feel that, granted that it may have had to be done, I just hope that there is nothing that we're going to have to pay for in the long run.
I'm like Scotty, I wish it wouldn't happen either. But people in this county, and I hear a lot of people for this mine or against this mine, everybody agrees that they have no right to stay there. They can harvest, they can do whatever they want, they gotta go home at night. They can't stay here, nobody else can do it. I had people come to me and say, well, what's stopping me from going down to Saxon Harbor and grabbing a slip, maybe a campsite? I just wish that it wouldn't ended up like this. The first people that are going to make money off this mine are the suits, are lawyers, and that's sad.
I think initially it was agreed to give the harvest camp a 1-year permit, and then the negotiations broke down. I've heard a lot of people say that they can't use the forest as long as the natives are in there. I think that's untrue. They occupy such a small area there. I think the treaty rights of 37 and 42 give them the hunting and gathering rights and the right to move around and gather and hunt. And the treaties are the supreme law of the land. I worry that we're going to get into a big court case with them, and it's going to cost the county a lot of money. I think just like everybody else does. I guess that's it.
Thank you. Next one,